Hip Hop Gamer said this quote, and that quote stuck with me for a long time, for years. And he said, gamers are the reason why you here. They can also make you disappear.
Don't know my name cause I'm living in the fast lane. Putting up my money like I'm playing in a damn game. Thinking kinda fast, my mind going insane. I'm kinda weird, I know I'm different. I put a piece of
the video game space is on fire. I don't know if any of y'all been living under a rock. It's literally my job to keep my my finger on the pulse with anything and everything that goes on with video games. But Sony is tweaked out, man. Sony is tweaking out. Microsoft's tweaking out. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was mad with Steam/Valve about the Steam box being $1,000-$1,400 for a more expensive PS5. It runs like a PS5. Or in some cases, the PS5 runs better than the Steam box. The $1,400 version of that. But that's trivial in comparison to what the bombshell Sony dropped yesterday, which was they want to do away with physical. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Yeah, chat. They want to do away. They want to do away with this, chat. They don't want you to have these anymore, chat. Sony don't want you to be great and own your video games anymore, chat. They don't want you to own your stuff. They don't want you to own your games. They want it all to be digital. So if anything, if they lose the license to any of those games, God forbid, if they lose any of those licenses to those games, you will no longer have access to said video games. And to prove my case in point, they shut down the PS3 service again. Remember they tried that before? They shut down the PS3 service again. So any game you bought on the PS3, you will no longer have access to it unless you have a physical disc. Unless you have a physical disc, you have disc. You live to the video games. Unless you have physical disc. And this is crazy to think, man. This might be the last Final Fantasy VII Revelations and Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth might be the last Final Fantasy games that come out physically. I need to breathe. I never thought we would ever be here, bro. I didn't ever think we would ever be in this place in my lifetime. I didn't ever think they would actually pull the freaking trigger in my lifetime, and it is insanely sad to say, because true ownership is when you can have this stuff in your hand. You can play it offline anytime you want. You can sell it. You can let your friend borrow it, and they want to take that privilege away from you. They want to take that right from you away from you. And I understand. I respect the digital only game people who buy their games digital and all and whatnot and all that good stuff. But folks should have the right to choose. Folks should definitely have the right to choose if they want to buy stuff. I'm an OG, man. I've been doing this shit. Oh, I've been doing this stuff. Sorry, Trinity. Sorry, Trent. I've been doing this stuff since. I'm trying not to tear up thinking about this year. I've been doing this. I've been playing games my entire life, man. I've been playing video games since I was a boy, man, a little boy. And I hope y'all don't mind me yapping. Chat, y'all don't mind if I yap a little bit? Y'all don't mind if I just yap a little bit about this? I wasn't going to do this right now. I was trying to save this for a specific time. Y'all don't mind if I yap a little bit? Let me know if y'all just put some W's in the chat if you don't mind me yapping a little bit. Yeah, put some W's in the chat if you don't mind me yapping just a little bit. But I'm passionate about this, man. I'm passionate about video games. And not just playing them either. For people who really know me, I'm talking about really, really, really know me and or have gotten to know me throughout the years. They know my heart is really in video games. The business aspect of it, the know-how of it, the making of it, the developers, the art, the music. Oh God, some of the best music in the world is in video games, chat. Some of the best music ever created in human history is in video games. And a lot of people don't know that. And the fact that Sony even want to have the gall to even not want to, I don't even want to say I get. They just being cheap. They want to cut the cost on making discs. They want to cut the cost on making the artwork. They want to cut the cost of sending it to stores and shipment and all that stuff. But they're not doing that for our benefit. The games are not going to be cheaper digital because they cut their cost. They just going to make more money. The games are still going to be $70, $80. They're not doing this for me and you. They don't give a damn about me and you. They're not cutting the cost for us. If they cut the cost of taking physical games away and said, hey, we gonna take away physical games, physical disc and all that stuff, but we gonna make sure y'all save money on games. We gonna lower games back to 40 to 50 bucks because we saving that much money on not making physical disc no more. I would a little bit. I still wouldn't agree. Don't get it twisted. Physical games is king. I still wouldn't agree. But it's just not right, man. It's just not right. It's just not right, dog. I just never thought we would be here, like just in this day, in this time, in this moment, dog. Especially when they worked so hard to build goodwill in the PS4 era. Like everybody remember, I don't have to remind y'all the video of what they made. They did the little exchange jabbing at Xbox pretty much because Xbox was shooting themselves in the foot at that time when the Xbox One was coming out, and the DRM was bullcrap for that. Sony's doing now what Xbox was trying to do then. And it hurts, man. It sucks because it's people who don't love video games is running video games. The shareholders are running video games. Like just jokers behind, like people who got voted into certain places and don't need to be in those certain places and don't give a damn about video games is trying to run video games. Once upon a time, video games was a niche thing for people who love the format and art form. And now it just ran by people who just see it as a dollar sign and don't give a damn. I get it. It's a business. They got to make money to keep the lights on and pay people and da-da-da-da-da. I understand. I respect that because developers got to eat. The janitor got to eat who work for the people and the businesses and all that stuff. From the top down, they got to eat. They got families and stuff too. I respect that. However, to constantly, like in these last couple of weeks alone, dog, this last month alone, not just Sony, but Microsoft too, they just been spitting in gamers' face over and over and over. Microsoft just laid off a bunch of people in a bunch of studios that they just purchased for no reason. Just laid them. They say, fuck y'all ain't got no jobs no more. Trinity is here. Blackstar, Trinity is here. I have to remind myself. My niece is here. I'm so sorry. Jessica is gonna call me and it's not gonna be a nice phone call.
Let me tell you. No, you not. No, you don't. You be yourself.
But
let me say. Stream your screen, but be yourself on your stream. Trainees here to be you when you're out.
Oh my gosh. Microsoft was just doing a bunch of dumb stuff last week. They knocking off people, like they cutting off people's jobs, cutting off people certain departments and all that stuff. Them, all those good people, all those good developers are losing jobs. Yeah, man, it's just not great out here. And like I said, all that Microsoft and Sony is doing is a drop in the bucket. I mean, the Steam box don't even matter no more, because it's either you gonna buy the Steam box or not. That's end all be all with the Steam box. And now it's just this wave, man, this massive wave, dog, of people just coming together. I never thought I would see gamers unite like this. Last time gamers united like this, and I think I would say it's even bigger than it was before, is when Sony dropped the PS3 and they released that price tag for the PS3, which at that time was like $600, which was crazy then. It was crazy to do then. But man, it's just complete greed. It hurts me personally here, because I hate to see the thing that I love so much. The thing I built bonds with video games, man. I met some of the most beautiful people through video. Some of y'all are in this chat right now. Some of y'all are in this chat. J-Man the Great, Mick Torres. I met my wife because of video games, y'all. I met my wife because of video games. I met J-Man the Great, Swisher Pop, Chubby Chocobo, Calypso, Tony Baloney. Man, the list goes on. My boy John, shout out to Johnny Boy. He ain't here in the chat right now, but Vortex, my boy Moonlit. That's his Moonlit Run. I met some of the most beautiful people. Loki, the god himself, the god. Loki. I met Loki because of video games, man. Video games is our uniting factor. And Sony just want to take away the right of physical copies. They don't want you to own it. It's insane to me, bro. Who is running this show right now? Bro, who is pulling, y'all letting shareholders just put this much pressure on y'all? Y'all forgot the people who got y'all here in the first place? Us. We the reason why y'all got these positions. The gamers. Y'all are in the position y'all in because of us. We got y'all here in the first place. You wouldn't be out here on your yacht, or with your suit and tie on, riding into your Lambos and stuff like that, without us. Without the gamers, without the players, and y'all want to piss in our face to please the shareholders. Man, miss me with that bullshit. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. If you keep up with that, Sony, if you keep that mindset, you too, Microsoft, if you keep up with that mindset, I remember one of the phrases that stayed true, that rung true with me, and he said this a long time ago. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with Hip Hop Gamer, but back when the same era when the Xbox One was coming out, Hip Hop Gamer said this quote, and that quote stuck with me for a long time, for years. And he said, gamers are the reason why you here. They can also make you disappear. That is some real, that quote stayed with me. Microsoft and Sony, we, the gamers, people in my chat, people all over the world who play games, are the reason you have the position that you have. And it's not the other way around. Without us, there would be no you. Y'all need to take a big sip of some humble tea, boy. You need to take a big sip of humble tea and remember who got you where you at. Or you're gonna be kiss the baby, bye-bye. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be kiss the baby. You out of here. Cause folks already in the streets screaming they ain't buying no PS6. They straight up saying they ain't buying no PS6. After what happened with y'all just showing y'all ass with the physical stuff, they said they ain't buying no PS6, bitch. Ain't no PS6. What you talking about? Buying a PS6. How you treating your people? You spitting on us now. You pissing on our faces and telling us it's rain. Telling us, oh man, yeah, you gonna grow good from this. This is what you gonna need. This urine's gonna help you grow nice and strong. Get the hell out of here, man. My mama ain't raised no fool. You ain't gonna piss in my face and tell me it's gonna help me grow, brother. That ain't gonna work like that. That ain't gonna work like that. I love video games, real and true, but I'll take my business elsewhere. I'll save up whatever I gotta save up and build a PC on your ass real quick. And listen, it'll end with me at the PS5. It'll end with at the PS5 with me. I'm cool with that. I can go find it. I got an Xbox, original Xbox, and an Xbox 360 in the closet right now. I'll go get the parts I need from them and start building that library back up, physical copies. I'll go to some mom and pop shop stores and start buying some physical copies of games. Play with it. That's what's going to happen, Sony and Microsoft. Y'all keep playing out here. And 2 PS4s. You right, Miss Torres. 2 PS4s. Between all of that and a Switch. Yeah. And I ain't talking about that track off Switch. No, I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about the Switch. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Nintendo. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about that kind of Switch. So, yeah. Thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. I love y'all. I love each and every last one of y'all in here listening. Thank y'all for letting me get that out. Because I've been struggling. Mick Torrey's been watching me struggle with that for the last few days. That's been sitting on me. And it's because of the love of video games, man. Long live physical gaming forever. Long live physical gaming. With that being said, let's play some Marvel Rival. Jay gonna kill me. I've been over here yapping.